Dave with DRH Acrylic Creations.
Today we're going to be doing I think it's a 8-inch, 10-inch round. I have to actually measure it. I'm going to guess, because it's about 2 inches in, it's an 8-inch round. And I got this from fluidart.co. Good supply store for so many different things. So if you haven't checked them out, you may want to try to do that. I get most of my pigments in there. That's where I get all of my TLP pigments. The mat you see here is a new item they have that they are supplying to the FluidArt community. I like it for several reasons. It's easy cleanup. You can see the rest of my board's a mess, but this cleans up extremely easily. And it also gives me this, my boards don't move around a lot when they're on this, so it's all good. So today's colors I'll explain as we get going. Today's going to be a tropical theme, and we'll see how this goes. I think it's going to end up being a swipe, but we'll see how we feel. I believe it's going to be. Okay, start out. My pillow paint for today is Glitten Essentials in Eggshell. Let me see if I've got enough here. I mean not. You have to pull up my can, but let's see what we got here. Yeah, definitely not gonna be enough. That's okay. Put what I have here and go get them. Now, I use the containers for several reasons. It's easier to hold these than it is to the big can. And secondly, when I put them in this, it allows the smaller batch, allows any bubbles that are in the paint to pop. And this one is easier to manage right now than I can because it's almost ready for. I'm almost ready for another can. So you have to make a trip to Home Depot to get some more. And again, this is Glitten Essentials, and that's an eggshell. See how we're doing. Let me spin this out just a little bit. You always get it off center, as you can see, because it does the wobble thing. But I think I'm going to just add a little bit more on this side. See if I can level it out a little bit. That should be more than enough. Many of you are probably wondering why you hadn't seen me for a while, and it's kind of a sad but happy story. We have our home here in Texas up for sale, and the buyer fell through on us, and instead of keeping it on the market during the holidays, which classically in the real estate industry are no sale months. Nobody wants to move during the holidays, and understandably so. So we decided it was a good time to take it off the market and figure out what the next move is. Our intention is to move back up to the Pacific Northwest, up to Washington State, and be closer to family. It's all a good thing. Okay, my first color got down is going to be, this is Quinacridone Nickel Azul Gold. I hope I have enough of it. Don't know. Let's see. I'm going to try to put down what I have. We'll see. And I guess I am doing a swipe. So I'm just putting down a generous amount. This is my base color. And whatever color you put down on your canvas first is usually, most definitely usually, the most predominant color of the painting. So, and I think that finishes off that batch. Did some painting this morning on some tiles, and I used quite a bit. So let me see. So my next color I'm going to put down, this is a interference color. It's interference green, and because I don't have any more of my the green interference that I usually use, I pulled up some of my ColorArte Bling-it, and this is a combination of green interference and green sparkle of the Bling-it series. It works beautifully. And I'm gonna put down a good amount there. See, I'm gonna put that to the side. I may use some more later. And next color, let me see, Bling-it. Let's pull up. This is a golden color, and it's golden teal. Now, this is, although it's an opaque color, which is what I wanted next. My layering for this, first color down was an opaque, semi-opaque 2 paint. The second color I put down was a pigment, which was is semi-transparent, but lots of sparkle. This has no sparkle whatsoever, but it's opaque. And this is golden teal. And let's see what I can get to happen here. I have to pick up those little goobers down there. And the reason for this is you give yourself some color or something for your color to sit on top of, or your shine to sit on top of. This seems to work extremely well. I'm gonna put that to the side. Next up, this is from the ColorArte Christmas collection, and I believe this one was okay, I'm gonna have to look. I think this was Frostbite, and it looks very similar to the teal, but has an incredible amount of sheen to it. It has quite a bit of mica in it. This comes out of a small bottle. That's offered now in 8-ounce containers, but just amazing amount of bling with it. So, and again, this is part of their Prizm paint collection. Beautiful stuff. And let me see. And my last color down before my cell activator is going to be, this is called Southern Ocean. It's by Matisse, and I'll look up I'll put that down in the description below. And it's a very deep aqua, gorgeous color. It's semi-opaque, and it just sits really nicely. What I'm going to do is I'm going to swipe over the top of this with my titanium white by Amsterdam cell activator. That cell activator is mixed 3 parts Australian Filtrol to 1 part paint. Your cell activators, you want to make sure they are opaque, and it's better to go with as high quality paint as you can get. I generally stick with the Amsterdams, although I've been able to use several different type of brand names effectively, but my standby are always the Amsterdams, and I've had lots of good experience with with golden. So what I think I'm going to do with this is I'm going to, let me see, I'm going to do a double swipe on this. Do I have enough? I think I do. We'll see. Okay, here we go. I'm going to flip it over. usually when I come in, pretty much have an idea of the color combinations I'm going to do. Today I actually came in hoping to do more of an earth tone, but I had this paint mixed up and I was like, well, let's see how this works. I'm really liking the cells I'm getting there. I've got some negative space over here. I'm going to move this around a little bit. I don't mind the negative space. Not always a bad thing. Now let's see what we have here. Nice, it's celled up beautifully. Okay. Be able to grab the side a little bit. There it goes. I'll bring it back down the other way. Now, if you're familiar, I use the Sheleeartstyle bloom style. This is actually swipe, but it's the same idea. I use her style of painting. I took the course about a year ago. Actually over a year ago now. It was last October, and this is not a easy technique to learn, but it's so rewarding. It's something you'd even be close to interested in doing and finding out more about. I highly recommend taking the course. There are plenty of people out that are doing like what I do and share the information, but you know, it's more than just a recipe. It's like with anything, it's the community we have with the Sheleeart community. It's second to none. The artists there are just on the group are just incredibly giving of the information they have and what they've tried and what works for them. So I think that is the biggest benefit I've gotten, because it's the only way you can get to that group is really by having taken the course. And so the course is available online at Shelee's website, and I will put her information down in the description. Let's see what we can do here. Look at that. Yeah, I've spread it out pretty well, and I'm happy. I wonder if I should do some modifications or just leave it the way it is. What do you guys think? If you have an opinion, please leave it down in the description. Excuse me, comment section below. And I'm going to spin this out. I think I'm going to spin this out. I kind of like the motion already in it. So let's see what I can do here. Just an easy spin. Move some of the paint. The other way. Yeah, I think I'll try to move a little bit more off on this side. I love the negative space here. Maybe not so much of it. Okay. No, unintentional peachy here. I'm loving the colors on this. I'm loving the way this is celled up. It really is some very nice cells on this. I'll bring you down for a close-up here. Just spin it some more. The reason I spin it, even though I like the composition, I like where it's at right now. You need to get as much of the paint off as you can. As you can see over here, I have quite a bit of paint that has came off the canvas, off the board. And so yeah, it's kind of important, because if you don't get all the paint off, what ends up happening is you'll get crazy. And yeah, it can take a really beautiful piece and turn it into something you have to work with afterwards. Usually when I resin, it's not a problem, but a lot of times when I varnish, it is. So let me see. How are we doing? Let me see, guys. I need to get down just a little bit more on this side. It will move. It's looking like it's They say, no, I've poked as much as I want to. Okay. I'll get a couple more turns, make sure I've got off. I'm not seeing much movement, so I don't want to move it too fast. I don't want this paint over here to come off the board. So. Okay. Not bad. Not bad at all. I kind of like that. It's a straight line there. I kind of like to do something with that. Or should I leave it well enough alone? I think I will leave well enough alone. It's just fine the way it is. Usually I would do some modifications that would help the areas that need some help. And I'm telling you, I'll bring you down for a close-up here in just a second. You get cleaned up, and I'll bring you down for a close-up. Be right back. Okay, let's bring you in. You can see how this looks. You can see I got some beautiful selling. That Southern Ocean blue. That's what it was. Southern Ocean blue by Matisse is gorgeous. The Quinacridone Liquid Gold just sets it off. It's a nice contrasting color to the blues that I have in there. You can see, I mean, that's pretty consistent selling throughout that. So I am gonna say winner. I like this one. I like this one. Yeah. So what I'd like to invite you to do, if you found this video useful today, if you could give me a like, smash the subscribe button if you haven't already done so. It helps out a whole lot. And ring the bell for notifications of future videos. Now that I am going to be here for at least a couple more months, I'm going to go back into full production with my videos. So my intention is to start back up with at least 2 videos per week, often more. And I hope you find them useful. Leave a comment down below if there's something you'd like me to cover, or if there's anything that that you have questions about. I'm always happy to answer any questions. So thanks for coming by on this journey, and I hope you have a great day. Bye now.